Theme 29. Reaching for the Skies 1. 1. Asteroid. Asteroid. Example.
Imagine a giant asteroid on a direct collision course with Earth. That is the equivalent of what we face now.
The Millennium Bug. Terrible disaster. These little green peaks are asteroid collisions.
2. Astronaut. Astronaut. Example.
There are also many other blog sites such as Billboard's Code, EDM Tunes, EDM Sauce, or Dancing Astronauts.
In the astronaut business, the shuttle is a very complicated vehicle. It's the most complicated flying machine ever built.
3. Atmosphere. Atmosphere. Example.
You even get to pollute the atmosphere and ruin the planet with the damn thing. But, you know, if you have to drive to the corner store and pick up your damn Coke, it's like to hell with the atmosphere.
Likewise, some anhydrous salts can become hydrates by absorbing water molecules from the atmosphere.
4. Cosmos. Cosmos. Example.
You can imagine also that movement within a circle could mean movement and stillness, like the cosmos, something that you see in many places.
And this is the compelling but highly controversial picture of the wider cosmos that cutting-edge observation and theory has now led us to seriously consider.
5. Crater. Crater. Example.
Evidence from orbit suggests past traces of water, which means the crater might once have supported life. One of these is Gale Crater, an impact crater created when a meteor hit the surface of Mars nearly 3.8 billion years ago.
6. Debris. Debris. Example.
This mountain of debris is actually collected by fishers every time they go into an area that has never been fished.
As you can imagine, the town had been devastated. We pulled debris from canals and ditches.
7. Earth. Earth. Example.
It absorbs light from a totally different celestial body, one that doesn't appear to be emitting light at all. Earth.
In their minds, all you needed to make it were 4 elements: earth, air, fire, and water.
8. Exploration. Exploration. Example.
And to me, the power of the ideas is its practicality. Exploration.
But certainly in the firing line at the moment is public spending for science, and particularly curiosity-led science and exploration.
9. Galaxy. Galaxy. Example.
And today, with the help of over 300,000 science enthusiasts, we have found dozens. And we've also found one of the most mysterious stars in our galaxy.
Now, to give you a number, this particular galaxy cluster has a mass of over 1 million billion suns.
10. Gas. Gas. Example.
Solution: take human waste, take animal waste, put it into a chamber, out of that extract biogas, methane gas.
It doesn't tell you whether or not the gas station has gas.
11. Gravity. Gravity. Example.
These properties lead to one of my favorite things about water, the fact that it can defy gravity.
But there's a huge problem: gravity. In quantum mechanics, all physical forces are carried by certain particles.
12. Horizon. Horizon. Example.
The horizon. And is art about trying to imagine what lies beyond the horizon?
I can somehow plan enough and arrange things that I will be able to see the path to the end right from where I'm standing, right to the horizon.
13. Meteor. Meteor. Example.
The last one there on the far right was the meteor that struck 66 million years ago and did it in the dinosaurs.
One of these is Gale Crater, an impact crater created when a meteor hit the surface of Mars nearly 3.8 billion years ago.
14. Moon. Moon. Example.
The sun, the moon. The symbol of the door looks like a pair of saloon doors in the Wild West.
I vaguely knew this was to be the last of the moon missions, but I was absolutely certain there would be Mars colonies in my lifetime.
15. Ocean. Ocean. Example.
Species are sometimes introduced into new habitats through natural factors like storms, ocean currents, or climate shifts.
More than 90%, 99% of the living space on our planet is ocean.
16. Rocket. Rocket. Example.
Rocket fuel. By harvesting water from the moon and putting it into orbit, the moon base will supply an orbital depot.
These things would drop down from above all through the weekend of rocket launch after rocket launch.
17. Lunar. Lunar. Example.
Depends on whether the crown is made out of gold or silver, because gold is a solar metal and silver is a lunar metal.
And proposals such as the Deep Space Gateway envision launching future missions from lunar orbit.
18. Orbit. Orbit. Example.
I think you told me last this thing could actually take a fully loaded 747, people, cargo, everything, into orbit.
The booster is going to drop the spaceship off in orbit, low Earth orbit, and then return, just like we're returning boosters right now.
19. Outer space. Outer space. Example.
This may seem like an extreme place for DNA analysis, but let's move on to an even more extreme environment. Outer space.
And JFK once said that the conquest of poverty is as difficult, if not more difficult, than the conquest of outer space.
20. Planet. Planet. Example.
Finally, you might ask about the consciousness of whole groups, the planet.
When we deal with the negotiations on environmental issues, a stakeholder who refuses to compromise, planet Earth.